let's recap. So the sum of all of our chakras, vibration, equals the luminescence, vibration, and frequency of our crown chakra. So the chakra work has to be done. Needs to be done, has to be done. So that the crown chakra can explode with let there be light. What from the old world can be brought into the new world? Your friends? Your family? I mean, sure, they could be brought too, right? But they would have to bring themselves. You can't bring them. What can we bring from the old world to the new world? What's in your bags, right? You planned a trip. So there must be something in your bags. So nothing can be brought from the old world into the new. Drop your bags. Not even you can come into the new world. Well, wait a minute. Not even me? Not even you. Why do you think we have the metaphor of the death and resurrection as the metaphor for getting to heaven? When we emerge as the butterfly, there's going to be no semblance or resemblance of the caterpillar that you came from. Why not? Because what we've called ourselves, what you have called yourself, what we have thought of ourselves as being, was completely illusion. It was all based in non-truth, non-reality. Can there be false realities? Can there be counterfeit realities? Why, yes, there can. But none of them stand in the place of reality, because reality is only one place. So none of what we thought of ourselves as being was based in reality. See, that's where we're taking our trip to. We're going to reality. So that's why all this inner work has to be done. That's why this is uncomfortable. That's why pain shows up. That's why problems appear. That's why we seem sort of schizophrenic some days. Once again, the nervous system knows nothing about reality. It only knows what you thought you were. And so the nervous system adjusted accordingly. So it adjusted and became part of the illusion. Only you feel this, right? You feel the nervous system. You feel the body. Which is the whole reason God came into physicality in the first place. Was to feel life. Feel experiences. And because we are in a world of duality with free will, you can feel pain. See, in the new world, you will no longer feel pain. In a world of non-duality, you wouldn't have to feel pain because all the opposites are reconciled. The clarity is there. You're back in reality. You don't make third density level mistakes in the new world. You've already been through those loops. You have already been through those cycles. You have already lived those lifetimes. But in order to get into the new world, we're going to have to let it all go. Even what we thought of as being ourselves. Again, because they weren't based in reality. So that was never you. That was stories that people told you and that you told yourself and that you repeated. And it all equaled me or you. And we thought, okay, this is who I am. But how could that really be who you are if none of it's based in reality? So it's not, see, it's not. We can still lie to ourselves at any moment if we're not careful. So who's really ready? Who really wants to get on this journey? And of course we do. That's why you're here. That's why I am here. We know we were born for this. Where are we right now? We're exactly where we're supposed to be. But it hurts still. But it's uncomfortable still. It's okay. It's okay. See, become okay with everything, no matter what it is, no matter how it feels. Accept. Don't resist. Stop resisting the unknown. It's hard to do, I know. I know it's hard to do. But we shall and must do it. See, we got to do it. Don't resist the unknown of this. What is in the new world? What's it like? What will I be like? What will things look like? What will things feel like? Just die. No. Don't resist. It's going to be perfect. Yeah, but I need assurances. I need contracts, smart contracts. No, you don't. Those are your own doubts. Do you trust the Creator that made this reality that we're stepping into, that made this new earth that we're stepping into? Certainly we do. Okay, that none of them doubts mean a thing. None of those thoughts that come through the mind mean anything. And so we let them pass. Let them fly off like a flock of birds that came over. Let them fly away. Leaving us where? Where are we now? silence. No reaction. No thought about the thoughts. No movement needed. No opinions formulated. And we root into that silence. The power center. Can you hear that? I'm starting to hear it. What is it? It's that still small voice that false version of us never heard. Oh, but we thought we heard from God so many times. How many times have you heard a human speaking about what God told them? I don't think they've ever heard the still small voice. Because that still small voice and the true me are one and have never been separate. But all the people talking about they hearing from God, they're hearing from a separate entity, aren't they? So they're not one with whatever is coming forth. So were they really hearing from God? Was it generated from within? If it wasn't, then we know, that's coming from that version of them that's not even in reality. They're still an illusion and don't know it. And here's what the ego says. The ego that doesn't really like the way any of this is going. Can't we just skip all this? Do we really have to get deep off in the weeds like this? I just want to know where my place in all this is. Surely the metaphor of the death and the resurrection doesn't really mean death. I mean, I don't really fully have to die, right? Meanwhile, we're sitting there in silence, observing, listening. Wow, that old version of us really doesn't want to have to die, does it? It really doesn't want to step aside, does it? Remain in the silence. Hear the still small voice. And just observe and listen to the ego and all of its ways that it tries to maneuver. And eventually, it or you will get comfortable with the idea. The caterpillar is finally going to be like, you know what? I've tried everything. And I have not become the butterfly, but I am going to lay down in the chrysalis and surrender to the process. And I'm going to let it go. And I'm going to enter the unknown completely and trust what's going to come out on the other side. We leave you in the love, unity, and light of the infinite Creator until we meet again.